So I think for molecular microbiology, I think there are a couple of different things that are really getting very exciting. There's been a lot of focus on the development of antibiotic resistance microbes, and so that's been a little bit scary because we rely on antibiotics to make sure that we don't get sick from microbes. And so because of this new focus, I think that there's going to be more emphasis on developing new antibiotics, as well as thinking about public policy around appropriate antibiotic use, both in terms of how physicians prescribe it to patients, but also how we use it in other contexts, like agriculture. There's a lot of antibiotic use in agriculture. I think another area that is really developing and getting very exciting is understanding the community of microbes. So there's a new field called the microbiome. It's not really that new anymore, but it's really understanding that we as people have trillions and trillions of microbes associated with us, and that how they interact with each other as well as with us makes a huge difference in our health. And it's not just about the people and their microbiome, but the environment. There's microbiomes in soil, there's microbiomes in other animals, there's microbiomes everywhere. And so how that affects, how those microbiomes affect our climate, our health, our prosperity, our agriculture, I think is going to be an exciting area. And then I think the other area that is really moving in a very exciting way is that I think there's much more appreciation that disease in human beings that are caused by microbes isn't just about the microbe. It's really a combination of the human and the microbe together and how they interact. And so there's been a lot more emphasis on looking at how microbes and the human host interact to cause that disease, and how we might fight the microbe disease by not just fighting the microbe itself, but by enhancing our own health. I think another future development that's going to be tremendously exciting is that I think at some point we're going to be able to engage or sort of understand our own genomes that will allow us to understand whether we're at risk for certain or certain diseases, whether they're caused by a microbe or other kinds of diseases. And so really understanding that risk, and so that you can really identify who might get sick and who might not get sick, I think may be very exciting.